Yo, what's good, guys? Back at it with a new video, and today we're gonna help you guys make your game feel as smooth as possible and get you on the right settings. So if you guys like this video, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, and drop a comment if you think I missed anything or if there's anything that's been helping you guys. Definitely toss a shout. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let's get into it. Alrighty, so starting here at controller, these are my personal settings. Now controller will probably be more personal just because of the fact that it obviously is how I want to play or how I feel the game feels as best for me. But if you guys played 6-6 since in any of the last games, I would recommend 7-7 in this game because I think it definitely is scaled up a little bit. But the main settings you want to have on in this game for sure. All right, dynamic aim response curve. Now dynamic's been overpowered for so long, it makes your aim assist so much more sticky. Now for my PC players, good luck. That's all I can really say. But that if you run a controller, please be running dynamic. And for anybody that isn't running dynamic, now if you run standard, okay, that's what I will say. If you run standard, because I've ran standard before, your game can feel a little bit more whippy and more, I guess, loose. But I think for games with a lot of movement, you definitely want your aim to be a little bit more stickier. Now moving on to movement. Now these are one of the more important ones because of the fact that obviously in this game it introduce omni movement and the sliding and diving and everything. Now sprint assist, I've been kind of messing with this a lot. This is supposed to be 2, but yeah, people are saying that the tactical sprint assist is messing up, so you could kind of maybe just run on. I don't know, but if you can try my settings once again, because I feel like my game's been feeling smooth. I don't really know what people are talking about, but if you're gonna put on tactical sprint assist, please put it on 2. Now 0, I'm pretty sure it is glitched and doesn't work. So you definitely want to put it on 2. So it's, I don't know, for some reason 2 just works. But this just helps with the overall movement of the game, like the running aspect of, being able to sprint. Now, another thing they added to this game was corner slicing. So corner slicing is basically like whenever you're turning a corner, you're hugging a wall, your character kind of like leans in, and you can like clear corners with it. I will say this is kind of troll. If you like it, keep it on. I will say I don't think it really feels okay, but I don't think it's needed. That's my take on it. Another one that's preference. Another setting that's preference is the slide dive behavior. Now for all my turn movement kids, you definitely want to run hybrid because that allows you to dive. For anybody that doesn't care to dive, please run slide only, because when you run the tap to slide, it allows you to still dive, but the slide is so much more delayed than slide only. Now if you run a dive only, that's kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie, you might be ancient. But like I said, once again, if you don't want any delay on your slide and slide cancels, please run slide only, because for some reason tap to slide just makes you super delayed. Now other ones you want to have on is sprint restore and slide maintain sprint. For me, just because you have these off for some reason, like not for some reason, but they're meant to like make sure you keep sprinting after you're using movement in the game. So like for example, if you slide without slide maintains sprint, you will just run out of sprint instantly. Well, not run out of sprint, but your guy would just start walking after. And I think with this game, like sometimes it can be annoying when you're near like parts of the map you can fall off because your guy's just moving so fast. But I think for the overall like pace of the game, you definitely want to keep this on, just because it feels kind of clunky. Not clunky, but it just feels weird to have your character just stop moving after your slide. But I think, yeah, and then here it is. So this is probably the most overpowered or OP setting in the game, and if you want your movement to look like the best movement in the game, you definitely want this setting on. Now single tap run, some people run single tap sprint, but I think single tap run is the most overpowered just because of the fact that you instantly tack sprint just by clicking your stick once. For me, it's the smoothest, and it's been the most overpowered thing that it's actually GA'd in professional play. Now people still run it, we won't speak on that in this video, but there's a reason why people like running it undercover. Graphics, obviously graphics are a big one. I'm on borderless just for the sake of this video. Make sure you have NVIDIA Reflex Low Latency on and boost, and then also make sure you check off VSync. VSync's mainly off, I feel like, for every game. And then the big one for the graphics is going to be the upscaling / sharpening, and you want to put that on Fidelity Cast, and make sure you up the sharpness. And mine's not even up, but up the sharpness to 100. Everything else should still be the same or default. These are all preference, just based off what kind of build of PCs or, you know, consoles you have. But I think the main ones you want to have off are depth of field, so it's not blurry around your gun. You want to turn off on demand texture. You can't turn it off in this game, so make sure you put it on minimal. And then I put this to 0, but I think 16 is the lowest you can go. Make sure you have motion blur off because you don't want your screen looking so blurry when you're moving. As you can see, well, you can't see because my cam's in the way, but definitely turn these off. Not needed at all. I feel like motion blur is really bad, especially for the eyes. So if you play a motion blur on and you don't notice it, that might be kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. For this game, I do 100 FOV. I'm assuming that a lot of you guys do 120. And 120 is not bad, or max, whatever the max is in this game. But for me, playing competitively, 100 seems to be perfect. You know, not too wide and not too, you know, zoomed in. Oh, make sure you turn on bass boost. Headphone bass boost gonna allow you to sound hard. Now, if you're getting sound hard, you might want to turn this on. I'm not gonna lie. It definitely has been helping me a lot. I've been hearing, I don't feel like I'm schizo at this point because I'm hearing I know it's his voice, I know his voices, but it feels like I'm just hearing people everywhere. So in this game, they added to where you can have HUD presets, so you can basically change how your HUD looks. I run classic, and then I make the minimap a little bit bigger, so I'll scale the minimap up. The main one in this is crosshair. So what you want to do is put it on static. Now you can turn off the center dot if you want or not, but I think the main thing is that your crosshair isn't moving with your gun. You want your crosshair to stay in the middle of the screen and, you know, not be all in the way. So make sure you run static because it makes it where it just fixed on the screen and it just sits right in the middle. These are all the main settings that you need for this game. If you guys think I missed anything, once again, make sure you let me know. But I think overall, this has been making my game feel so smooth. If you guys want my dead zones, these are what I run for my dead zones. I didn't show them initially because, once again, dead zones is basically, depending on how bad your stick drift is on your controller or anything, you can test it. But I just always permanently run these, and I switch between 5 and 4 for the right min, depending on how loose or, you know, stiff my controller is. So that's probably the only thing that I kind of mess with in my settings. Everything else kind of stays the same. So if you guys, like I said, comment below, please, if you guys think I missed anything. But once again, I think this is how you make your game feel so smooth on Black Ops 6. I hope you guys are having fun, enjoying the game, because I am. Later, guys. Appreciate y'all for watching this video. I'm out. Go slam some bots or slam some pubs. Later.